Welcome to the Prosper Attorney Podcast with Janelle Cremé, your trusted estate planning attorney. Whether you're securing your legacy or protecting your loved ones, Janelle is here to guide you through the essential steps. Stay tuned for expert advice on estate planning, and don't forget, your first consultation is absolutely free.
Guardianship is a way to make sure that if a loved one can't make sound decisions, someone is legally appointed to help protect them and their rights. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host / producer, back in the studio with Attorney Janelle Cremé. Janelle, how's it going today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as well. So, Janelle, what is guardianship and when is it necessary?
That's an interesting and kind of hard to talk about question. So a guardianship is something that comes into place when something may happen to you or you become in a way that you cannot manage your own affairs. There's two types of guardianship, just like there's more than one type of power of attorney over your affair, your estate, which would be mostly financial, and your medical, which is your health. If you get to a point where you can't make good decisions about pretty much anything that's not health related, that would be a guardianship over your estate. And if you get to the point where you're not making good medical decisions, or you just need someone to make your medical decisions, that would be a guardianship over your person. So that's a guardianship. And sometimes you have a guardianship over both.
Does a guardian wear a cape or just sensible shoes?
Maybe both. Usually just sensible shoes.
Oh, okay. So no cape.
Some might. They might go pick it out once they get the guardianship appointed.
Can I designate someone who actually knows how to work a smartphone to be my guardian?
Yes, you can designate whoever you'd like if you trust them, as long as the judge approves.
If my grandma claims I need a guardian for my fashion choices, can she actually get one appointed for that?
No, she could not, but she might try.
And how is guardianship established, and who can apply for it in all seriousness?
That's a good question. So if someone believes that you need a guardian over you, they would have to go to the court and request it. It's quite a process, and it's getting a little more, I don't know if complicated is the right word, but they're trying to be more protective of it and make sure the right people are becoming guardians and getting guardians. So there is a court process, and it depends if it's an elder guardian or just a regular like mental health guardian, the process for it. It can be reported, like elder abuse can be reported and then it's investigated. The mental health ones, generally it's a longer drawn out process. But if you do need a guardian over you, someone's going to report it, a court case will get open. Usually lawyers are involved. Ultimately, a judge has to approve it, and the guardian usually has to pay a little bit of a fee into the court to be approved and take some classes. And that's just to make sure that they're doing the right thing for you and not just spending all of your money and all that sort of thing.
Oh, wow. Is it generally a long process?
Yes, it is relatively long. It's not an immediate thing. So, yeah.
Can guardianship be temporary, or is it always a permanent role?
It can be temporary. If there's a certain amount of time that we know it's only going to be temporary, it can be temporary. I wouldn't ever call it permanent. However, it can be very hard to get a guardianship removed. The classic case that we all think of, even in law, is Britney Spears. And that was considered a conservatorship, but that's pretty much the same thing.
And what are the rights and responsibilities of a guardian under Texas law?
Rights and responsibilities. Generally, it's to make sure that the person, their ward that they're taking care of is like depends if they're financial or medical, but let's say financial, then we're making sure that their bills are paid, they have a home, they're not getting scammed, that sort of a thing. They're not, the guardian themselves is not going to go out and spend their money for themselves. And then medically, they're making sure that they're actually healthy, they're going to their appointments, that sort of thing. They're not getting abused by medical personnel. Sometimes it depends a lot in both cases on the reason that they had to get the guardianship in the first place. Sometimes they're protecting them from the people around them, and sometimes they're protecting them from themselves.
Oh, wow. Is it, as an attorney, do you see it often, many cases where individuals need guardianship?
I do often get calls from people that want to get a power of attorney for their parents because their parents have not signed a power of attorney, but they're no longer mentally competent. And so they cannot sign a power of attorney. So then I have to tell them it's too late. Now we need to go get a guardianship. And they're just trying to go get things signed, like into the hospital and stuff like that. And now they have to go through the long process of getting a guardianship just to get their things taken care of. So that's something I see more often, which is really sad to me because it's a really simple process to get a power of attorney signed, and it's not a simple process to get a guardianship set up.
And you said something about there being visits in between to make sure that everything's running smoothly. Are these frequent, or is it once a month? How often?
I think it depends on, it's a case-by-case basis, honestly. It could be weekly, it could be monthly. It depends on the ward, is what they call the person who has the guardianship over them.
Love it, Janelle. We'll catch you on the next episode. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
You too.
Thanks for tuning in to the Prosper Attorney Podcast with Janelle Cremé. Ready to take control of your future? Visit prosperattorney.com or call 469-714-2280. That's 469-714-2280 to schedule your free consultation. Protect what matters most. Your legacy starts here.